Alrighty, looks like we are live once again. Back out into the desert.
Oh, good.
And of course it froze again. I mean, I need an excuse to turn down my speakers anyway, but jeez. Why is there always a problem the moment that I... Alright, are you gonna stay cooperative, or... Well, looks like things are cooperating now. Better stay that way. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, is there anything that I want to do? Because, let's see. Oh, Dex is more important. Ooh. That should be fine. I'll need to experiment with...
Yes?
Well, I'll need to check everyone's equipment later, but for now, we can carry on. So, when last I was streaming, we had all sorts of fun trying to negotiate with Tusken Raiders, apparently. Wouldn't have necessarily expected that, but you know what? Gave us an opportunity to actually talk to them and find a peaceful solution, and even a solution that even the exchange... Well, as far as... No, not the exchange. As far as the Zerka Corporation knows... Oh, you want us to fight that? Okay, we'll fight it.
What can I do?
I just realized. You know, stasis, that could work. Or not.
What?
That's okay. You have flurry. That should be enough. So I should be able to get something from the remains. I guess we're fighting all these then. No matter. Alright, Bastila, rush up.
Yeah?
There.
I heard, I bet. Yes?
There we go.
What can I do?
Yeah. Sure.
Both had the same idea, eh? Oh hey! Main character level up. Nice.
There.
And we're good. So let's collect the remains and then we can...
How can I help? Then I...
Oh, yeah, I haven't talked to Bastila in a while, have I? Unfortunately I can't do that while we're in transit, so I guess first... Oh, nope, don't use... Never mind.
What can I do?
Need to use that? I
Sure.
am smart. We save those for cheese, after all. Alrighty, let's see. Keep working on Persuade. Beats. And let's add attack bonus. Let's make sure I really can lay into people with this. And then... Yeah, let's add night speed. Make sure that we can go even faster. Alright, so... Now that we have negotiated with the Sand People, we should be able to go out into the wilderness where we believe the star map is, which means going off into a direction that we couldn't before because the game really wanted us to go deal with the Sand People. So, now just to build a dead air while we go. Well, we're almost there. We had a bit of combat. Unless I want to go tease Bastila a little bit. What could you even get stuck on in the middle of a desert? Who the hell are we?
Yeah?
Andorus, are you like this?
Yes?
Come on, everybody, get over here. If only I could cast Night Speed on Candorus. What the? Ah, well. Is he in range? Thank you. Alrighty. What's a wild Dubok doing out here? Assuming that's a Dubok. Yeah. Well, let's get a sense for the perimeter. What's this way? Actually, yeah, that leads back to Sand People. Makes sense. I'll need to swap HK-47 back in if I want to negotiate with them any further. But let's get a sense for the boundaries. Look, I am curious, though.
So, Bastila, I heard a rumor that the Vulkars captured you without much of a struggle. It must be embarrassing to be bested by a handful of street thugs.
There were extenuating circumstances, and I can assure you, it took far more than a handful of Vulkars to subdue me.
I really don't know which to answer. I mean, I've been having fun teasing Bastila, but I feel like Kart does that enough as well. You know what? Let's tease.
Whatever you say. All I know is that if we had more Jedi like Bastila fighting against us in the Mandalorian Wars, my side might not have lost.
Bold talk from a broken-down mercenary who is serving at Davik's heel. I'd call you his pet Cathhound, but they have enough loyalty not to turn on their masters.
Insults? Maybe if your master had trained your lightsaber to be as quick as your tongue, you could have escaped those Vulkars, you spoiled little Jedi princess.
I was not spoiled. I was given the same training as everyone else in the Order. You are nothing but No, I must not do this. There is no emotion. There is peace.
That's the problem with you Jedi. Always chanting about peace and control. Never up for a good fight. Well, except for Revan, I guess.
Enough, Mandalorian. I won't rise to your bait anymore. The game is over. Let us continue on with what we were doing.
Yeah, that's why I brought these two along. I wanted to see that conversation. It's too amusing. Far too amusing. Honestly, pretty much everything involving those... Actually, no, I've already gotten that. The small bits of the map are confusing me. No matter. And that, over there, if I'm not mistaken, is our target. That is the famed crate dragon that we go get to deal with. Somewhere in there. And it looks like this field really is just a lot of nothing. Well, all roads lead that direction, so let's go take a look-see. Yep.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
Famous last words. Yeah, the animation doesn't do it justice on that one. I thought you preferred the solo hunt. Oh, and of course it decides to be silly. Alright, give me a sec to try this. Let's go back. Let's see if hitting Alt Tab was enough. No, it was not. Crap. Okay, Oh, maybe we're fine? Why should we kill this great beast? Why do you want me and not another hunter?
Ikinkuno Bamulerachi-kun. Slimopodonar Dihodungaku Hunkabe.
Jedabadawana ni Dibobo. Dong Nabungsha Nununya. Dong Patukas Magdalea.
Runda Dihodunga-kun Hunkabi. Wanakun Bez Ching Palamule. Tunking Ba Nunutek. Tugning Chatukunne Mulerabes.
Where'd my cursor go? Oh well, at least I can keep using the buttons. Why would I want to do this?
Muchashak Pakat. Kieno no Namapaole Rachikun.
Kachikun Idahodonga. Ikinkuno Bamulerachi-kun. Slimopodonar Dihodungaku Hunkabe.
Rumored. You don't know?
Runda Dihodunga-kun Hunkabi. Wanakun Bez Ching Palamule. Tunking Ba Nunutek. Tugning Chatukunne Mulerabes.
I'll help. Give me more information about how.
Kachikun Idahodonga. Ikinkuno Bamulerachi-kun. Slimopodonar Dihodungaku Hunkabe. Runda Dihodunga-kun Hunkabi. Wanakun Bez Ching Palamule. Tunking Ba Nunutek. Tugning Chatukunne Mulerabes. Kachikun Idahodonga. Ikinkuno Bamulerachi-kun. Slimopodonar Dihodungaku Hunkabe.
How will we lead the Banthas here?
Runda Dihodunga-kun Hunkabi. Wanakun Bez Ching Palamule. Tunking Ba Nunutek. Tugning Chatukunne Mulerabes. Kachikun Idahodonga. Ikinkuno Bamulerachi-kun. Slimopodonar Dihodungaku Hunkabe. Runda Dihodunga-kun Hunkabi. Wanakun Bez Ching Palamule. Tunking Ba Nunutek. Tugning Chatukunne Mulerabes.
That seems very easy. What aren't you telling me?
Kachikun Idahodonga. Ikinkuno Bamulerachi-kun. Slimopodonar Dihodungaku Hunkabe. Runda Dihodunga-kun Hunkabi. Wanakun Bez Ching Palamule. Tunking Ba Nunutek. Tugning Chatukunne Mulerabes.
They posed no real threat to me before.
Kachikun Idahodonga. Ikinkuno Bamulerachi-kun. Slimopodonar Dihodungaku Hunkabe.
Why am I doing most of the legwork?
Runda Dihodunga-kun Hunkabi. Wanakun Bez Ching Palamule. Tunking Ba Nunutek. Tugning Chatukunne Mulerabes. Kachikun Idahodonga. Ikinkuno Bamulerachi-kun. Slimopodonar Dihodungaku Hunkabe.
Look, I have your fodder.
Jedabadawana ni Dibobo. Dong Nabungsha Nununya. Dong Patukas Magdalea.
I'll see what I can do.
Runda Dihodunga-kun Hunkabi. Wanakun Bez Ching Palamule. Tunking Ba Nunutek. Tugning Chatukunne Mulerabes.
Muchashak Pakat. Kieno no Namapaole Rachikun.
Alrighty, so let's go hunting for these Banthas. Oh, that. And what do you know? Suddenly Banthas appear. Those were definitely not out while I was scouting the land before. But if I approach them, they should approach me, right? That's what he said, right? Let me confirm that real quick. No matter. Let's see what we can do. If we just approach... So can I walk up and click Presumably click on them. The bantha perks up as you approach, obviously attracted to the smell of fodder you are carrying. The whole herd falls in step. As do the sand people. Okay, so how many have we got? 4. Okay, we can deal with 4. We don't have our Force Whirlwinder. That's okay. So let's lead with a bit of guaranteed damage.
What?
Alright, Bastila, who are you going for? Actually, wait, if those are... Alright, so what have we got? Yeah, you get a little closer. I don't know how range... I don't know if or how range affects damage, so... Oh geez, keep yourself alive. Oh geez, you are taking a lot of damage. How are you not doing that? Ah well, I have other ways of making this work. It's called cheese.
What?
Wait, are you trying to heal her when you're not in range? You're not in range, why are you bothering with that? Man, the AI can be dumb sometimes. Oh, and look, now that you need your healing, you don't have it. Oh, looky here. Who could have possibly seen this coming? Also, how's this guy not dead yet?
What?
Jeez, you take away the magic of Force Whirlwind, and suddenly this game becomes a hell of a lot harder. Who could have possibly seen this coming?
Sure.
I'm here.
Alright, so there's main character down. You know what? Canderous can probably handle this even if Bastila gets knocked out, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Fire! Alright, we technically did it. Technically.
What?
Alright. So, let's try continuing. With any luck, there won't be any more problems. The two Jedi limping while Canderous struts along. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Achuta. Wonga kun bistul. Achuta. Wonga kun bistul.
I'm here.
Sure.
I'm here.
There we go. Just in case we get attacked further.
Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Dong patukashmak talea.
Don't worry, I'm ready.
Une podo. Rananu prata doko shirkasha. Jum na apike.
See, that's where the Krayt Dragon is supposed to look like Mandalorian. And the explosive mines are supposed to work, too. Honestly, anyone wonders what Season 2 of The Mandalorian was playing Member Berries to, this is it.
Itanan dayata. Wata yuma wama huhu nandagtik. Shotung ni patoga. Wana kusbe ching palamule donke. Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Dong patukashmak talea.
Thanks. We did what had to be done.
Wana kunbez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes.
Mucho shakpakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun.
Alrighty. Let's see if there's anything good in the remains. Or not. Okay, what did we get then? Oh. Ah, we did get a Crate Dragon Pearl. Wait, we can use it as a lightsaber upgrade? It can function as a lightsaber crystal? Since when? What would that require? What? Ow! Ah! I was unaware of that. Wait, that was a Jedi robe, wasn't that? Jedi Master robe? The hell? Okay. Hey, Basila, you're moving up in life.
What?
Huh. Violet saber. Huh. So did this used to be... Well, there is... Huh. Wonder what that crystal's used for. But either way, here's our prize.
Anybody else get the feeling that finding this star map in the back of this Crate Dragon's cave is more than just a coincidence?
The star map is an artifact of the dark side. The Crate Dragon may have been drawn here by its dark power, only to be enslaved by it.
Now that we've got what we came for, we should probably move on. Can't say I'm going to miss this pit of the world.
Huh. Guess we're not getting anything more out of that. Okay, so we've checked everything, right? That's the only thing. Oh, check that. Okay, and then we checked that rubble, right? That's where we got a new saber crystal. Now, if I'm not mistaken, something else happens out here as well. So, real quick, in case of trouble. Although, am I thinking of something that happens? No, this would be the time for it to happen. Unless it's very end. Actually, no. It would make sense if it were... No, I think it's the next planet. So... Yeah, we'll go back the long way. Well... When would it happen? I don't want to say just in case it doesn't, but I get the feeling that what I'm thinking of doesn't happen until the third planet. But, yeah. Because, for what I'm thinking of, we should have seen a cutscene of some kind before now. So, I guess, in that case... Alright, we're not able to go back to the Ebon Hawk that way. So do we have to just get out of this specific area, since that it's based contingent on a quest? Probably. So let's go ahead and step out, and then... Let's return to the Ebon Hawk the quick way. Now, I can go over to what we have over here, maybe determine what exactly... Okay, so what's the Crate Dragon Pearl give? So this gives me an attack of +1 and damage +1. So this gives attack bonus 3, damage bonus energy 2. Curious. Attack modifier +6. Interesting. So I get a bit of extra damage, and oh, that is interesting. Massive criticals, 2d. What's that supposed to mean? Is that, well, I haven't really leaned into critical hits very much, so I won't worry too much about that. Alright, greater attack bonus, so Sigil's what? It's not. So just a standard 1d6, well, guaranteed 1d6. Oh, you don't have anything. Let's fix that. Neither does Juhani. Alright, that should do for now. Anything special we can do with our ranged weapons? Huh, looks like getting that was useful. Alright, nothing too interesting there. Looks like all the good armor's equipped. Well, the customizable armor anyway. So, and the game just froze. Sounds about right. Right as I'm about to engage in a lot of talking. So, given that, well, is that a useful power-up, or would I be better off selling the Crate Dragon Crystal? I'm not sure. Well, for now. I don't see any reason to go take care of anything else, so let's go ahead and sell the... Well, let's go sell trophies. Well, stop by... Oh, wait. There was something else we were supposed to look for, wasn't there? There was the thing from Bastila, right? Oh yeah, and signing with Nico. Okay, so there actually is a decent amount to still. Oh, there's Holocron. Surprised we didn't see it. Okay, let's transit back. I don't remember seeing anything of the sort unless we... Wait a minute, unless it was on one of the bodies we picked through. Okay. Show quest items. Ah, the data contains detailed descriptions of you and Bastila. Wait. No, it doesn't look like we have it in here. Okay, so... There is the Crate Dragon Cave, so... What exactly am I looking for, then? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since that I've done this. I don't remember how this quest resolves. So, let me... Holocron from her father. I wonder if it would be worth trying to ask the Sand... No, I don't think... If we could ask the Sand People about it, I think we would have already been given the option. Weird that I didn't see anything about it, though. But wait, shoot human corpse. Wouldn't this...
Yes?
I wish I had paid more attention. I'm really wishing I had paid more attention now. Wait, is that something further in? Wait, Tatooine equipment pack. Hello, precious! This holocron has been cracked and worn by the sands and winds, but is still marginally operational. When activated, it shows the holographic image of a middle-aged human man, and appears to have been used as a means to record his personal thoughts over many years. Wow, I can't speak today.
Yes?
So I guess that takes care of that. So we've got two things that we need to go deal with. We need to go follow up with... Too bad we're not allowed to return to the Ebon Hawk the easy way. But it looks like in that case, is there anything else that I need to resolve while I'm out here? so Griff, Nico, and oh right, if I want to, am I willing to give this up? Urgh. I'm gonna have to think on that. I'll probably, if I did follow up on that, I think it would be a split. You know what? I could always use, well, I could always create a split somewhere. I mean, how essential is the Crate Dragon Pearl? Because it seemed like it was really useful, but presumably I may end up finding something better, especially once we go to Korriban, for reasons I will not specify. Because of that, it might be better to wait on that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hang on to the Crate Dragon Pearl and use it for my own purposes first. Then, I'll go and take care of it. Well, then, once that I have either found something more useful or something to that effect, then I will pursue that. For now, though, turn to the Ebon Hawk. I don't expect Grip to be back yet, and I'd probably want Mission there anyway, so I think what we'll do first is we'll go wander in this direction. Well, let's see. So, I guess... well, let's take care of that. Well, let's see to Basila's mother first. That's probably the most interesting thread, so let's go see to that now. Then we can take care of the Swoop Racer as we swim. Reconnection successful. What the hell just happened? Okay, so apparently I ended up disconnecting briefly. That is bizarre. I have never seen that before. Oh, what the hell happened? Well, whatever the case may be, let us resolve business with the mother.
Back already? Have you even looked for the holocron yet?
I have the holocron, Mother. I'm just not sure I want to give it to you.
And why not? Would you deny me even that?
I've never denied you anything, Mother. You may think I don't remember what it was like before I left for the Order, but I do. You were the one who pushed Father to go on one treasure hunt after the other. You loved living in wealth. You think I don't remember the fights? You were eager to send me to the Jedi even though I didn't want to go. You took Father away from me. And now this holocron is all I have of him.
Fool girl. You have a strange way of remembering things. That wasn't...
No, I don't wish to argue with you anymore, Mother. It's time we parted ways now, for both our benefit.
Maybe you should listen to what she has to say.
You don't know her. My mother is notoriously deceptive when she wants something. Why should she have the holocron?
Is it too difficult to believe that I am a dying woman who simply wishes to see her husband one last time?
I find it difficult to believe anything you say, Mother.
Maybe one of you should be the first to give the other a break?
You're right. It shames me, but I find it difficult to let go of the past. I'm sorry, Mother.
I was hard on you, dear. I wasn't a very good mother to you. I know that. Your father loved you so. He wanted you to be just like him. He wanted to take you on his hunts, but I said they were too dangerous.
Treasure hunt? Yet you let your husband go on those dangerous expeditions.
I always tried to keep him from the dangerous ones, but he would have none of it. It was a reckless life we led. Always moving. I didn't want that for you.
So that's why you gave me to the Order?
What do your father and I have to show for all those years of hunting? Nothing. That was no life for anyone. Especially not someone as gifted as you, your father. He spent all his last years trying to pay for my treatments. That's why he went for the pearls. I begged him not to, but...
Your treatments?
I'm dying, Bastila. I did not lie about that. It's been a long time in the coming, and there's really nothing that can be done anymore. I told your father to let me go, but you know how he was. Stubborn, like you.
I'm so sorry, Mother. I don't know what to say.
Keep the holocron, Bastila. It would do me good to know you have it. This talking to you. This is what I really needed before I...
I know. Thank you. I'm glad we talked too.
Oh, no. You said you had important business, and you were never one to mince words. You there. You take care of my daughter, you hear me?
I'll do my best.
That's good. I'll feel a lot better knowing there's someone to watch over.
Where are you going to go?
It doesn't matter, dear. Don't you worry about me.
Here, take these 500 credits. That's all I have. Go to Coruscant and find a doctor. I'll meet you there after what I have to do.
But I already told you there's nothing that can...
Please take it. I want to see you again when we can talk.
All right, I will. You do what you have to, Bastila. You go make your father and I proud.
I'll try. Farewell, Mother.
Now, was that so hard? Okay, yes, I am ruining him. Oh, that's convenient.
How can I help?
So, do you feel better now?
Yes. It brought me a lot of peace. More than I thought it would have. Thank you for urging me toward it. After all my training, I would have thought it would have been easier. Apparently, I still have much to learn.
Alright, simple resolution then. Glad that's settled. I wonder why I don't have any memory of that. It's interesting playing this because it's interesting to see where my memory has and hasn't failed me. I mean, I played through this game 3 times, but I never really explored it all that much. Because I was a dumb teenager who never was able to finish Baldur's Gate 2 for that reason. As I really was just a dumb teenager, so... I don't know. I mean, that's why. Either way. Now to resolve matters here.
You again? I don't really feel like talking right now.
I talked to Mata about you.
I suppose you've got a right to know track business, but with the times you've been posting...
Why don't you want the deal with Mota?
It's not that I'm not grateful. I mean, it would get me into the pros. I don't have the credits to get in on my own. Not that I care about credits. I just want to race. But the deal with Mata is pretty bad. He'll get most of what I win.
Maybe I can talk to him about it.
You've posted some good times. He might listen to you. I would. I respect you as a racer. But I kind of doubt he'd give me a better deal. He doesn't have to. He's putting up most of the credits. Thanks anyway. But I'll think it through myself.
Oh. I think you should give him a better deal. Treat him fairly or I'll start rumors your races are rigged. I'll be back later. I'm surprised that didn't give me any dark side points.
You again? I suppose you...
I convinced Mota to give you a better contract.
You did? I don't believe it. I mean, I do, but I sure wasn't expecting it. I appreciate it, I really do. Now I can take my bike to the big races. There's not much of a circuit right now, but I'll be ready when it recovers.
When do you think you'll be leaving?
Hard to tell. I'll get some more runs here first. I need the practice. I have to top your time.
Goodbye then. Good luck.
Thanks again. I meant it.
There we are. Now, I guess before we go talk to Griff, you may want to bring Mission along. Again?
How can I help?
Why did the Council send me with you on this mission?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission. And there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
If the Force wants us to be together, why do you keep resisting my undeniable charms?
I said we were brought together for our mission, to stop Malak. I hardly think the Force would be pushing us toward a romantic involvement when the fate of the galaxy is at stake. Please try to stay focused. I doubt the Council would approve if they knew we were busy discussing our mutual attraction when we should be saving the galaxy from Malak.
Mutual attraction? I knew you were interested in me!
Mutual attraction? I never said... It's just an expression. Whatever our feelings... whatever your feelings, you have to try to ignore them. Don't let this complicate things. Finding the missing pieces of the star maps is our only hope of locating the Star Forge and defeating Malak. The Council explained all this quite clearly.
It just seems odd that they would send me off without a master to guide me.
I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I get the feeling there's more going on than I know.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
Wait a minute. But... putting a Jedi Master in the group, yeah, that would draw a lot of attention, but it's Bastila in the group. Miss Battle Meditation, that would still draw a lot of attention. Also, I know things I shouldn't. This is really interesting to look at when I know things I shouldn't. I'm still not convinced.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when its appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
Me? You're the one who thought this was your big audition for masterhood.
Must you be so frustrating? I admit, I had a moment of foolish pride, but I'm over it. Now I am focused on my true responsibilities. I'm simply trying to help you and complete this mission, and yet you battle me at every turn.
What can I say? It's fun.
Fun? Fun? Driving me insane is your idea of a good time?
Lighten up, I'm only joking.
You are a very odd man. Do you know that? I simply don't know how to deal with you. All I want to do is help you, but you seem determined to drive me mad.
Complain all you want, but I know you love it.
I don't know if I should be outraged that you keep joking about serious matters, or if I should be grateful that you can always lighten the mood. Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
I did not get to explore this side very often. Oh, I knew there was all sorts of silliness if you were willing to poke at Bastila. I did not expect it to be this hilarious. Ooh, it's so much fun to be in the driver's wheel instead of just looking at random crap on YouTube. Honestly, you can end up in a massive rabbit hole if you go looking for stuff there. It's awesome. But either way, we are going to bring Mission along. So let's swap out for Mission. Bring her along, and then... Bastila can stick around. Actually, you know what? Karth might have amusing things to say. I'm just gonna ignore that. Wait, huh?
Karth! Karth Onesi, is that you? Jordo? It is you, isn't it? I knew it when I laid eyes on you. You old space dog. How have you been? I thought for sure you'd be fighting on some ship out there.
I was. I crashed.
That's pretty rich. I can't imagine what it would take to keep you on the ground. Must have something to do with your friend here, eh? How's it going?
You're a friend of Karth's, I take it?
Sure am. We joined the militia together back on Telos. That was a lot of years ago, of course.
So what are you doing here, Jordo? Last time I saw you was on, well, Telos, actually.
Yeah, it's a shame about home. Telos still hasn't recovered. The family and I moved on, and I'm working for Zerka now. I didn't see you after... what I mean is, my condolences on your wife. I heard what happened. At least your boy made it through all right.
My boy? You mean Dustle?
Yes, of course. I saw him at my last stop on Korriban, though he didn't recognize me. You didn't know he was there?
No. Jordo, Dustel's been missing since the attack on Telos. Are you absolutely certain it was him?
Yeah, I'd recognize Dustil anywhere. Positive. He's joined the Sith, Garth.
What do you mean he's joined the Sith?
There's an academy for the Sith on Korriban. He's a student there. I saw him suited up in their outfit and everything. Sorry, I thought you knew.
No, I didn't. Well, thanks for telling me, Jordo.
Sure, no problem. Good to see you again, Garth. Hope everything works out with Dustil.
Dustil is alive. We have to go to the Korriban Academy and find him.
I understand. We'll go as soon as possible.
Thank you. I just have to see him. I have to know what happened to him. All this time I thought he was... I mean, he must be a man by now.
I had forgotten that was where that triggered. Huh. That's serendipitous. I think that's the right word to use for that. Shut up, level up. I'll deal with you later. But I'm pretty sure I won't have to go deal... Oh, actually... I guess I could bring him on to Manon. There's bound to be some hilarious stuff there. Also, where is Griff? Where did he say he was going to be? Meet him later in the Zerka supply shop on Tatooine. Why do I get the feeling I'll have to double back here? Oh, I figured something.
I don't like the sound of this.
What kind of mistake? You mean he's gone? I have to go after him.
Damn it, Griff. Won't you ever learn? How can my own flesh and blood be so stupid?
So is that counted as a completed quest? Yes, it is. Well, crap. I wonder what would have happened if I said no. Is that the inevitable outcome, I wonder? Probably? Does make you wonder. Oh yeah, I also need to sell stuff. Maybe there'll be some interesting dialogue now that we've done the crate dragon hunt. Alright. Let's go ahead and sell stuff. Whoops, I did not mean to sell that. Armor reinforcement. May as well buy that as the last thing we need. Alright, sell list. Let's see. There it is. Excellent. That takes care of that.
I heard what you did out on the dunes. I'm impressed. I'd never have thought a tenderfoot like you could bring down a dragon. See you around.
Alright, looks like there isn't too much interesting beyond that. Alrighty then. So that takes care of everything we can see to on Tatooine. Now, we move on to Manon. Okay, fine, I'll deal with that. I don't want to auto level, but no, let's be persnickety about it. Let's see. Snipe shot wouldn't be as useful. Actually, implant levels could be helpful. You are only a soldier, but I get the feeling that that may actually help you in the long run. Let's see, so... let's see, what's Dex give you? Ranged attack rolls, okay. That'll be useful. Actually, wait a minute. Ah, crap, I can't look at his armor anymore, because the problem is I know he'll only get... what was the Dex modifier on his stuff? What was the max Dex bonus on his armor? Crap, I can't remember. We'll go ahead and put more into Dex anyway. Worst case scenario, I give him slightly different armor. Let's let him do that. Oh shoot, we can do it again. As well then. Alright, let's see what that allows you to use. Both of those are implant level 1. Alright, Dex level 1. So, what's your armor? Okay, max Dex bonus of 4. Okay, so eventually I wanted to give you a different thing. Well, different implant that won't up your Dex, because then it won't matter much to you during combat, but for now that'll do. So before we head off to Manon, let's see if there's any silliness we can do here.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars.
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
If Revan had not stopped you, someone else would have.
There was no one else. The entire Republic had committed its forces behind Revan. The Sith had retreated back to their empire, and there were none else strong enough to challenge us. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
What happened in the battle?
It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Why didn't you retreat?
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know?
Alrighty then. Much more will... I'm very curious to see what they'll say about Revan.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
You don't need to call me Master, you know.
Query. Don't I? I was under the assumption that organic meat bags such as yourself enjoyed such forms of address.
Oh right, we've done this.
Amendment. The observation. Ignore that, Master. Obeying original command. Signing off. Statement. Affirmative. Request. State.
Alright, it'll probably fail again.
Now close the last panel. I am afraid the operation did not succeed, Master, though it was a valiant attempt for a meat bag. Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you desisted your efforts for the moment, Master. This seems to be going nowhere. As you desire, Master.
It's a shame I can't throw a mission at that problem, but it looks like I won't be able to get much else unless I could figure out a way to deal with it. Unfortunately, I went to warrior routes, and I really have a good way of building up my skill in that department, unless I'll have to check my inventory later to see if I could gimmick it, but for now.
Got something on your mind, dude?
You mentioned something about your wife before.
I don't want to talk about that.
Sorry, I don't mean to pry, but...
Yes, you do. You may mean well enough, but my private affairs are just that. Private. Let me tell you something. Once you've lived as many years as I have, you'll have yourself a long, long list of memories. If you're lucky, most of them will be good. If you're not, some will be bad. If you're really unlucky, some will be so bad you'll never want to be reminded of them again, ever. You'll go far away, to a place that doesn't hold any memories at all. And there you'll be happy just to forget and be forgotten.
Is that why you went to Kashyyyk?
Partly, maybe. I doubt I could ever explain it to you fully, even if I wanted to. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in love? Truly in love, I mean, and not simple infatuation.
Well...
Exactly. You're still at the beginning of your life. There will be women in your life, perhaps many women. But if you're fortunate, you'll find love once. The Jedi, with their damnable sense of over-caution, would tell you love is something to avoid. Thankfully, anyone who's even partially alive knows that's not true.
What's this? Love advice from an old Jedi?
And why not? All this nonsense about avoiding love is so much foo-foo. I shouldn't be the only one who realizes that. Love doesn't lead to the dark side. Passion can lead to rage and fear, and can be controlled. But passion is not the same thing as love. Controlling your passions while being in love, that's what they should teach you to beware. But love itself will save you, not condemn you. Listen to me go on as if I had all the answers. What do I know of love anymore? I'm just a lonely old man who's not even a Jedi.
Apparently this is where OBS decides to just hate me now. Let's try this. Not even a Jedi? You mean not anymore, right?
Nope, never was. Technically, I never rose above the rank of Padawan for various reasons. Does that surprise you?
Not the way you describe your past, no.
I suppose I'm not prone to live my life like most of the Jedi Masters do, that's true. My opinions on love are no different. Love causes pain, certainly. Inevitably, love is going to lead to as much sorrow and regret as it does joy. I suppose there are perfect, eternal loves out there, but I haven't seen any. And how do you deal with the bad part of love is what determines your character. What determines the dark side's hold over you.
You don't think love can work?
I suppose it could. It would take a strong person to make that kind of commitment, I think. Someone with a great sense of self. I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you and the one you love simply aren't meant to be together. The trick is to know when that is. To know when it's time to fight and when it's time to part ways. There I go, waxing philosophical again. Somebody blast me already. Let's get going before I start talking in riddles, damn it.
Yeah, but you're old. You're allowed to be enigmatic when you want to be. I wish I could find that line. It's such an amusing one. But, why is this game deciding to stutter now? Alright, let's try that. Let's try... Well, I closed down everything that I could possibly close down. Let me check this again. Yeah, I've pretty much closed everything I can close, apart from Now that shouldn't be causing an issue. I pre-closed everything, but well. I think it's fine now. Let's keep making the rounds.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more about your past.
Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that.
Please do.
In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds.
Near the world your species comes from? Sorry.
Cathar was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran.
How did it happen?
They swooped down from space across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed.
Why did the Republic not help you?
We were not members of the Republic. Cathar was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it.
What about your family?
My parents carried me as a baby with them and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, it made everyday life unnecessarily hard.
How did your family cope?
My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die.
That's tragic.
I don't need your sarcasm, or your pity. He died at the hands of another, killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry, I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
That was not the response I expected when I tried to... Jeez, when I show compassion instead of just give a question. Oh, God. That was a pointed response. Ugh. Okay, I need to remember you're dealing with Juhani. She's got anger problems. God, I thought Bastila had issues. Everyone on this ship has issues. It's a good thing my character doesn't have issues. Right? I know too much.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Want to talk about your brother?
I want to thank you for helping me with Griff. You did everything you could for my brother, more than most people would have. I know it might look like it didn't make any difference in the end. Griff's in debt and on the run like usual. But at least I know we tried to help him.
He could still change. I mean, I guess.
I know people can change no matter how bad they were, but I'm not holding my breath. None of us is perfect, but I've come to realize that Griff is a little less perfect than most. My brother is what he is, but I've learned to deal with that. I'll never forget that he looked after me when I was just a kid, but I don't feel like I owe him anything anymore.
That's a very mature attitude, Mission.
I've made my peace with Griff and what he means to me. If he ever shows up again, I'll deal with him. But I'm not going to dwell on my brother anymore. It's time to move forward. So, is there anything else you need? Okay, have it your way.
What does happen to everyone here after the mission is over? I mean, what does happen to Mission after... I don't think she technically shows up in KOTOR 2. I would have remembered that. I think the only characters we hear about are hear from her. I shouldn't say that. That might say too much about how the story goes.
What do you need?
You want to talk?
Talk about what? The only thing I want to do right now is find Dustle. If he's alive, there's just nothing else I want to think about. I'll understand if we can't look for him right now, but if we could, it would be a huge load off my mind.
I guess we're not getting to hear from you at all for the rest of eternity then, because we're going to Manon next.
How can I help?
You look like you have something to say.
I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us.
Is that a compliment? From you?
Well, yes. Surely that's not so surprising.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not. Why must you make this so difficult for me? Can't you just accept a simple compliment?
Fine. Thank you for the thought.
I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really.
Don't forget, edgy, critical, and over... Oh, I really want to tease her. I really want to tease her some more. Should I tease her some more? I really want to do it. I really want to do it. I'm doing it.
Yes, well, there's no need for you to agree so wholeheartedly. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course.
We could be more than friends, Bastila.
Please, it's not allowed. I have to remain true to the Jedi ideal. If this is going to cause a problem, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
No, I'm glad you did. I care for you too, Bastila. As a friend.
Well, that was not nearly so difficult as I feared. Thank you for hearing me out. I feel much better. But enough soul-searching for now. We should probably continue on with our mission.
There's no way that's the end. There's no way that's the end. Yeah, there is no way that is the end. I like how Karts was looking away there, as if he couldn't stand us. Why do these two keep talking about random crap? Why can't they get over it? Well, actually... Let me think. Worth going back to Dantooine for anything at this point. Probably not. I was able to use the Great Dragon Pearl pretty much immediately, so I don't have reason to go back and inquire about that. And I didn't encounter a Terrentitech, so there's no need to go back to report anything there either. And I guess for now we'll head on to Manon.
Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend.
Alright, are you gonna cooperate with me now, game capture? Better. Apparently not.
Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
And away we go. And now for something completely different. And I do mean completely different from Tatooine. First it was nothing but sand, now it's nothing but water.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manan is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
Now that I have an opportunity to check game capture, why are you frozen again? Yeah, the rest of my recordings in this are going to be done by Bandicam. It's a good thing I do have another recording... Well, it's a good thing I have more than one recording software, so... Maybe the land was once above the surface.
It is possible. The melting of polar caps or a cataclysmic earthquake could have buried the land beneath the waves eons ago. Records from that time are incomplete. The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Alrighty then. Guess we'll see. So, who should I bring along for this endeavor? I think we'll bring Karth and Jolie along, because I know they've got some amusing dialogue, and this would be a perfect setting for it. And I did just finish upgrading leveling Karth up, so may as well have some fun with them. I don't think we'll get into too much combat, though, for reasons that will become very clear once we get further in.
Sure.
Alright.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
I had forgotten.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
It is alright.
No, really. I should apologize. I should try to control myself. As you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with?
Why did the Sith upset you so much?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
Breaking the law?
Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
Why don't you just fire back? What do I know?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
Oh boy. The Republic and Sith both stay here?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
So... Actually, that's not a bad plan when I think about it. I always wondered why one side or another didn't just come in and threaten. Or just... Because you would think the Sith would be all over that, but then again, it would be probably the most heated spot in the war, but... Up to a point, though, how quickly could they destroy it relative to the Sith sweeping through? I mean, presumably, if Revan were still in charge, that would have been relatively easy, given what we heard about Revan during the Mandalorian Wars. I'm gonna have to mull over that. Have you seen an ancient star map?
Star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Tell me about Otto City.
It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export Kolto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here.
Why haven't they joined the Republic?
The Selkath think that by well, but is there any...
Never mind, I must go.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Fine, don't let us hear that again. That's totally gonna be remembered. Ah, well, that's what the journal's for, right? I really need to remember the active quest button. No matter. Alrighty, so the only way out is that way. Why is that way cordoned off? Why is this way cordoned off?
Yeah, I can't talk now. I've got to get this Kolto loaded up before my shift is over.
Convenient. Very convenient. Let's see your inventory. Alright, so let's just do that so I don't have to listen to the wonderful sound of his voice. I hope you don't mind listening to that a lot, because you're gonna be hearing it a lot. So is there anything worth selling in all this garbage? We don't need this standard Jedi robe. Definitely don't need that. I sell one of those. Wonder if it would be better to go back to Dantooine if I want to sell those. Might be the same case with a lot of these crystals, honestly, because there's no way I need this many of them. Wait, that's technically a blaster pistol? Yeah, may as well. Wonder why they consider it... Oh, because... Oh. I should give one of these to Karth. Let him have some fun with them. Mandalorian assault rifle. On hit, 25% stun chance. Ooh. I mean, I can only use one at a time, so I'm definitely selling one of those, but... Ooh. Pretty. Very pretty. That's for my own stuff. Let's see, is there anything worthwhile on the buy list? Actually, how many plasma grenades do I have? Might not be bad to have a few as food just in case. Let's buy one, just to be on the safe side. One extra. Alright. I will waste time on... Although, I know there's a way to get rid of the Gizgov here, I'm pretty sure. Exotic species? What sort of exotic species? Why would you want to buy animals? Wait, so if the government wants to set up that exhibit, why wouldn't they loosen the restrictions a little bit? So you want to smuggle them in? I have some Giska if you're interested. Is there no way I can convince you to take them off my hands? Deal. I want those things off my ship as soon as possible. Surprised at how easy that was. I remember there being some difficulty, but I don't remember it being that easy. No matter. Let's go looking around. Who are you? Who are you? Not right now. Alright, so I'll have to spend more time with the game later, but it seems more a way for you to build up credits if you're lucky. Yeah, I don't... In order to keep the stream moving, I don't feel like being a gambling man. There are a lot of security droids around here. Then again, it would probably... The heck?
Obey the laws here on Manan, human.
I guess I have to talk to you first. What are the rules exactly? I understand. Very well. Here's the docking fee. Alrighty then. In we go. Here we are. Surprisingly good water effects for 2003, actually. Basic, perhaps, by modern standards, but still not bad. Let's take a look around. So that's... I'm trying to remember all that's here, though. I honestly don't remember much. Let's see, so you've got... Got a coordinator there. Coordinator's probably busy, but let's go needle him anyway. I just want some information. Yeah, I figured. Oh well. Worth looking around, perhaps. Now, let's see what all there is to see. Okay, so that's one exit of this map. I guess it's mostly just this square then. So you've got east and west portions of the city. Presumably there's different people. Well, presumably there's not much. Actually, there were those Sith and Republic soldiers mingling over there.
So, Jolie, you decided to leave your little hermitage in the forest and come help us stop the Sith. I guess you realized this was worth coming out of retirement for, huh?
Yeah, that's right, Sonny. The Sith are the greatest evil to hit the galaxy since, well, the Mandalorians. And they're the worst thing since Exar Kun, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc.
Okay, old man, you lost me there. You trying to make a point?
Look, everybody always figures the time they live in is the most epic. Most important age to end all ages. But tyrants and heroes rise and fall, and historians sort out the pieces.
If you feel that way, why did you come with us?
Malak is a tyrant who should be stopped. If he conquers the galaxy, we're in for a couple of rough centuries. Eventually, it'll come around again. But I'd rather not wait that long. So we do what we have to do. We try to stop the Sith. But don't start thinking this war, your war, is more important than any other war just because you're in it.
That's an interesting theory, but I don't buy it. The Republic stands for something. It stood for something for 15,000 years, and if it falls, everything will change forever.
You believe whatever you need to get through this, Sonny. The bottom line is we both want to stop Malak. So let's not get hung up on the details. Let's just get back to stopping him.
we say publicly, as we are on Manon, a place that's infested with Sith. Even more so, well, actually probably not even more so than Korriban, but you get my point. Oh boy, this looks like it'll be fun. Let's walk right into it.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Okay, so the usual arguments as Karth strolls to figure out where the hell he's going in the background. Didn't want to say anything to interrupt the dialogue, but still, I am amused. Okay. Anything over this way? Shot. Anything interesting in this shop?
How much for all this stuff, Tybark?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog.
Thanks, Tybark. Catch you next week.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog. Just cronky to patslemo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Kinba muli ra dwanaji. Kinba noku nikset abog. Achua pengti. Yun patisa. Kichuba jikutka naga. Kinbu mwa muli ra dwana. Kinba nikcha lora kun.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Tong hit wama aki inkotune. Or tong hit wama ji aki inkotun. Tong pa no kun. No nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki muli ra kun kin. Kinba no kun nik dorcha.
Alright, let's take a look. Decent damage and attack modifier. As I don't use Canderous a whole lot, and he's really the only person that's been outfitted with that. Oh wow, that's actually really good. Wonder if it'd be worth working toward. Ooh, now there's the level 3 implants. Now that... Whoa, that's a stimulant. Good lord. So that's something I'd want to put onto Karth now that I've bolstered his implant level. Well, the implant level he can take. I'll have to mull over that. Either way, this is something I'll have plenty of time to look over later, though, because I will be playing through this more than once. Huh. Seems like every named character is an alien today. Well, now that you mention it, do you think I have answers that others do not? Maybe. That's a rather strange greeting.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki muli ra kun kin. Kimba no kun nik dorcha.
Answers? Answers to what?
Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki snaktoma, kuyami jusku chita nai, uchua penki, kopa na ota bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan.
Who are you?
Kakinja nawabakaon, pichage borang turang, nada chawa yishun kun. Nova mulira jilai kuka. Kang ibo ra tong chitsa. Chesko yohaba kaba no pi do ula.
My name is Sanjest.
Achua pengti. Yun patisa. Di juba jikutka naga. Kingbu mwa mulira dwana. Kingba nikcha lora kun.
Wait, is this the person? Hang on, so what exactly... I don't remember this quest at all, so let me go into my journal real quick and fire on this. See Hulas on Manon. Senevek gave me a message to see you.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mori ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tong kipa nonku nek abog. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. O tong hit wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki muli ra kun kin. Kimba no kun nik dota.
Well, he did say come alone or not at all, so I guess what we'll do then is we'll report back to the Ebon Hawk briefly. Problem is, this feels like a trap. This feels like something that will end badly if I go alone, but you know what? I have the power of safe scumming, so I think it'll be okay. Alright. Quick save. Wait, oh crap, that was quick load. F5 instead of F4. Oops. At least that didn't kill my recording. I am intelligent. Truly. I am a master at everything. Yeah. Okay, transit back. Now we quick save.
Achua pengti. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. O tong hit wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki muli ra kun kin. Kimba no kun nik dota. Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na oto bokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan.
I've never heard of you.
Tong hit wama aki inko tune. O tong hit wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki muli ra kun kin. Kimba no kun nik dota. Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na oto bokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. O tong hit wama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki muli ra kun kin. Kimba no kun nik dota.
I understand.
Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo poiwanga. Tong itwama ji human ak in ikatune. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Tong itwama ji kona. Tong kipa nonku nek abog. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. O tong hitwama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki muli ra kun kin. Kimba no kun nik dota. Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo poiwanga. Tong itwama ji human ak in ikatune.
What? I don't remember this at all. I'm very curious. You know what? I've got a quick save. I'm curious to see where this will go.
Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik lota. Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na oto bokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan.
How does anybody hire you if nobody knows you exist?
Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hit wama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik lota. Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na oto bokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan.
What does this have to do with me?
Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik lota.
Are you saying you serve the Republic?
Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na oto bokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik lota. Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na oto bokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan.
This is a little hard to believe.
Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik lota. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tong hit wama ji kona. Tong ki pa no kun nek abog.
Why would I want to join you?
Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik lota. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tong hit wama ji kona. Tong ki pa no kun nek abog.
Okay, what do I have to do to join?
Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muliras nimo poiwanga. Tang ituamaji human act in ikatune. Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na oto bokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan.
Let's see where this goes.
Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik lota. Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na oto bokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tang hit wama ji kona. Tong ki pa no kun nek abog.
I understand. Who is my target? Actually, what happens if I tell someone about this?
Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na oto bokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan.
I understand. Who is my target?
Tong hit wama aki inkotune. Otong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong panokun nonek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no konik dota.
Tell me about Zulan Centaur.
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inkotune, otong hitwama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kun king. Kimba no konik dota. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inkotune, otong hitwama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no konik dota.
Tell me about Lorgal. Wait, so that would... Actually, wait, before I do that. So, Zaloon was that weapons shop outside of the Dantooine Outback? Well, just... Huh. He's a slaver? How's that happen? Okay, now, already this is a weird addition to the world that I have no idea how to account for. But, I am learning so much about this game. This is weird. What's the other target?
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inkotune, otong hitwama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kun king, kimba no konik dota, jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inkotune, otong hitwama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kun king, kimba no konik dota.
Is there anything else?
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inkotune, otong hitwama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kun king, kimba no konik dota.
Okay, I'm gonna write this down so that I remember when we get back to this next one. There's no way I'm gonna be able to see to everything within Manon, but the problem is that coming back here is gonna consistently require us to spend credits, so... Alright, that should help remember. Heck, even just writing it down will help me remember. So... that is curious. Well, let's see, how much longer do we... I do not remember this thread at all. I'm very curious to see how this works out. But for now... well, I guess for now we can keep exploring Manon. Because I need to be careful with the timing due to events that I already know about, but Shady Rhodian, huh?
Con mulislimo poi wanga con whisking. Tumirana no prata donko sercha doman.
Why are you just standing here in a corner?
La boda na winki smak doma. Jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu. Chawana bota ugatagwa kin kanki dora. Da tuka ulwan. Jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu.
Business?
La boda na winki smak doma. Jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu.
Fine, I'll leave.
Ubabatu konchi.
Alright, if it's just Bizak cards, I'm not gonna inquire too far. So let's see, there's bound to be plenty in this direction. Well, I guess we can head this direction first then. How far in do I want to explore then? Visitor's Hotel.
Sorry, buddy, but the hotel is closed. Ever since the murder, the Selkath have made me keep this place locked up tight. Only the Selkath authorities, and those authorized by them, are allowed in.
What murder?
This old Republic war hero by the name of Sunry was seeing the Sith woman here, Alasa. Well, they were seeing each other, but the other night a blaster went off in one of the rooms. Sunry got seen leaving the place, and the Sith woman was dead on the floor. But not everyone thinks this Sunry did it. So the Selkath are holding him in prison, while the case gets sorted out. In the meantime, they closed down my hotel. But enough about my problems. You can't stay here while the investigation is on. You'll have to find someplace else to stay. Sorry.
Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to resolve that case if I want to explore that further. Or could end up being important later. For now, though, let's go talk to the embassy. Since I'm here.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Why are your soldiers loading so much Kolto?
Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
I have some questions about Otto City.
A beautiful place, Otto City. A paradise on the water. But remember, within the city itself, the Selkath have absolute authority. They're a tough race, but fair. Obey the Selkath laws, keep the peace, and you should encounter no problems. I assume you received a visitor guide to the city when you docked your ship. I regret there is little I can tell you that's not in the visitor guide, my good Jedi. My duties rarely permit me to venture beyond the walls of the Republic Embassy.
I'm on a mission from the Jedi Council. Perhaps you can help me with it.
Oh, of course. Of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map, the remnant of an ancient and forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race? And you think it may be here on Manan?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phyraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Where's the droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
How do I get into the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you. although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Is there another way?
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Is there another way?
The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
I think I'll interrogate the prisoner.
Good call. Just make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Okay. So there's a lot of different ways we can go about this. While I'm here, I may as well resolve this thread. So you're the one I would need to kill then.
Chopa Jawa Wisyun Kun. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha. Juba Chi Jopa Kun Wata. Kimba no Kun Nik Dota. Sumirana no Frata Donko Sercha Doman Toma.
Liberator? You're nothing but a murderer.
Chiska Nichu. Kimba Muli Ratwanaji. Kimba no Kun Nikset Abog. Kakincha Nawabakaon. Tung Abashun Ni Chunchi.
It's not the same. You kill civilians and children.
The Huba Botenia go Gigi Piti. Just Crunky to Patslimo. Chino Molirani Bubo. Tonkimba. Noku Nexag. Tangit Wama Jikona. Tangit Wama Ji. Human Act in Ikatune. Ichuta. Chiska Nichu. Kimba Muli Ratwanaji. Kimba Noku Nixet Abog. Kakincha Nawabakaon. Tung Abashun Ni Chunchi. The Huba Botenia go Gigi Piti. Just Crunky to Patslimo. Chino Molirani Bubo. Tonkimba. Noku Nexag. Tangit Wama Jikona. Tangit Wama Ji. Human Act in Ikatune. Ichuta. The Huba Botenia go Gigi Piti. Just Crunky to Patslimo. Chino Molirani Bubo. Tonkimba. Noku Nexag. Tangit Wama Jikona. Tangit Wama Ji. Human Act in Ikatune. Ichuta.
I've got better things to do than argue with prisoners.
The Huba Botenia go Gigi Piti. Just Crunky to Patslimo. Chino Molirani Bubo. Tonkimba. Noku Nexag. Tangit Wama Jikona. Tangit Wama Ji. Human Act in Ikatune. Ichuta.
And given that the game keeps freezing on me, this might not be a bad time to call it. So I think what I'm going to do then is I'm going to mull over how I want to approach this bounty hunter shtick. And once that I'm done with that, what I'm going to do is... Won't be the right... Yeah, I'm going to spend the next couple of weeks... Well, spend the next week mulling over how to approach this. I basically know nothing about this, so I'm going in blind, having no idea how it'll turn out. But you know what? It's good to have a few things to go in blind for, because I am revisiting this game, and I didn't do a whole lot of exploration before. So, honestly, this could be interesting. I'm very curious to see how it'll all pan out, and honestly, for a live stream, it would make for a good thing to check out, because you never really can tell how things are going to go. It'll give me something to be surprised by, after all. So, for now, then, anything else worth mentioning? Well, I guess next week we'll continue exploring Manon. We'll see about this thread. We may stop by Dantooine and take care of business there. And then, apart from that, I think that covers everything important, so thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.